Hey, this is Jeff. Welcome back to Fallout 4 roleplaying with the attack key disabled. Last week, Nasty Nate significantly expanded his protection racket in the northern part of the Commonwealth, and he's not done yet.
I like that wise guy. He's got some stones. Didn't give me no kryptonite, though. Oh, I get it. It just means super ugly. Yeah, looks like bullets do the job just fine.
Well, that's interesting. The quest marker just disappeared. I guess there's no boss, we just have to kill them all. Kind of unusual. Legendary super mutant enforcer. Yeah, I think we'll leave that one for last. Didn't even go into caution. Sweet. Yeah, super mutants themselves don't have great perception, but when they're in big groups, they usually have those mutant hounds around, and they seem to be a little better at detecting you. Oh, speak of the devil. Well, that was some incredibly bad luck. They seem to have a wider search radius and be better at finding you when you're in caution, too, so I'm just gonna back off a hefty distance. I haven't actually looked at their game stats or anything, so that might just be my imagination, because I think that's how dogs should be, but better safe than sorry. Although, might as well hit targets of opportunity while I'm evading. Great. Now I have two injured enemies searching for me. This is not going as well as I hoped. I think I'm just going to hide behind that bus. Yep, there's the mutant hound. I'm pretty sure the super mutants would have completely lost me by now if it weren't for them. Oh, and there's another one. Oh boy. That was close. And I'm still in danger. We'll just back off some more. Man, this butcher will not die. And it's not even the legendary. Yeah, see, he's searching, but compared to the hounds, he really does a half-assed job. You've got to be kidding me.
Come out, wherever you are.
We'll just get some action points back and try again. Finally. This should be the legendary. Yep. Oh, mutated already. Might be able to get him in. Nope. Still in caution. He doesn't know where I am. Well, that wasn't nearly as hard as the Butcher. Maybe Enforcer is a lower tier than Butcher? No, whatever. Time to loot and turn in the quest. This is another unusual thing about Breakheart Banks. It has everything you'd expect from a settlement except a workbench, so you can't claim it. I guess the crops and amenities belonged to whoever the super mutants killed to take it over, because super mutants usually have a few defenses but no crops or anything. Well, the remnants of the Master's army on the west coast do, like, Jacobstown, but not the Vault 87 variety on the east coast, which these presumably are, because you can occasionally hear them talking about green stuff like the ones in Fallout 3. Anyway, I just think it's a shame there's no workbench, because this would be a great settlement location. So, back to Wise Man.
Well, you're still alive. That either means you haven't gone after those super mutants yet, or good news?
I knew you would help us.
Yeah, I took care of him.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh? Thanks, friend. By the way, feel free to use our workshop. I'm glad to count you as a friend.
Yeah, glad to have you on my crew.
I got enough experience to level up after clearing out Dunwich Borers last week, but I was kind of distracted at the time, and after I turned in that quest, I forgot. So anyway, after turning in this one, I can actually level up twice. I started this run thinking I'd want the second rank of local leader as soon as it unlocked at 14th level, because being at the mercy of VATS, I expected ammo to be a serious issue, and I figured I'd need to build vendor stalls to stay topped up. But to my surprise, that's never really been a problem. Between the permanent stores, Trashcan Carla, and looting, I've never been dangerously low on ammo, so instead I'm going to take another rank of Gunslinger, which not only gives me another 20% bonus damage, but increases the range of my pistols even farther. And Action Boy isn't usually a priority for me because there are other perks under luck that can be better for restoring your action points. But since half the luck-based perks are related to criticals, and I can't use criticals with this rule set, I made the somewhat unusual choice of treating luck as a dump stat, so I don't have access to the luck-based perks related to action points either. And since I'm starting to run into situations when it's really dangerous to be out of action points, like that mutant hound, Action Boy it is. All right, let's build these guys some defenses, assign somebody to a supply line, and then go see about acquiring some beachfront property. There's the Kingsport Lighthouse. Frag mine. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about, the difficulty in the northeast corner of the map. Even the basic grunts are dangerously higher level than I am. Fortunately, the extra range from Gunslinger's already paying off. That was a pretty... Oh, that's a gamma gun. I'm still in caution, it's just panic fire, but I don't want to get hit with even an accidental shot from that. Yeah, this might take a while. I'll pick off the ones who patrol this side of the house, maybe even shoot that mine, see if I can draw any more over, but I'll probably edit most of this out because it's going to be pretty boring to watch. So here's another difference between Fallout 4 and previous games. In Fallout 3, Feral Ghoul Reavers were one of, if not the toughest enemy in the game. In Fallout 4, they're about in the middle of the ghoul difficulty scale. Unfortunately, glowing ones are the exact opposite. They were tough in Fallout 3, but in Fallout 4, they're terrifying. I really don't want to open that door. What are the chances that the Penetrator perk will let me shoot through this glass? Well, Vats wasn't completely sure about that, but it worked. And I know he was tagged as friendly, but the workbench can't be used until you kill him, and he turns hostile as soon as you activate the latch bar. Mini nuke. Sweet. Alright, now that we have the key, we can unlock the upstairs room and discover the dark secret of Croup Manor. Dun dun dun! Putrid glowing one. Oh boy, sneak attack, don't fail me now. Well, go downstairs and loot him in a minute. Croup basement key. Okay, now we can unlock the basement and discover the other dark secret of Croup Manor. Dun dun dun! Gangrenous feral ghoul. Nice. And here's Theodore Croup. If you read his terminal, his whole family turned into ghouls after the war, and he's the only one who didn't go feral. He was trying to retrain them to be civilized, but he got a little too harsh, and they killed him. And it's kind of interesting. He says he might have been making progress with his cousin James, and after you clear the rest of them out, there's actually a feral ghoul that never goes hostile and doesn't prevent you from using the workbench, that just kind of wanders around the house. So maybe that's James.
Hey, you! Oh, sorry. Thought you might be one of those forged maniacs, but you don't have the burns. A group of them took over the old Ironworks, and they'll shoot you just as soon as look at you.
Forged? Hey, pal. Passing bad checks is small potatoes. My rap sheet says racketeering and assassination.
Bunch of trumped-up raiders, obsessed with fire and metal. That bastard son of mine, Jake, snuck out in the middle of the night to join him. He grabbed my granddad's old sword. It's the closest thing I've got to an heirloom. I don't guess you'd be crazy enough to try and get it back for me. I've got caps, if that's what you want.
Hold that thought.
I should have on my charisma outfit for shaking down settlements.
What do you say? Can you get my granddad's sword back for me?
Old industrial buildings like that can be pretty dangerous.
I see what you're getting at. 200 caps if you can bring it back for me.
Sounds like this ain't your typical bunch of raiders, neither.
All right, all right. How's 250 caps sound?
Yeah, so what about your son, Jake? You don't care what happens to him?
I didn't raise my boys to be raiders. As far as I'm concerned, he's dead to me.
Well, that makes that job pretty easy. I'll find that sword for you.
You're doing me a big favor, and I'll make it up to you as best as I can.
Hey, you got corn and mute fruit. I know exactly how you're gonna make it up to me.
The foundry's right over there. But since this isn't a straight-up assassination with one target, where you just have to kill the boss, I think I'm going to take Kate along. And I actually remembered to level up before starting a mission this time. The second rank of ninja just unlocked, so I'm definitely having that. Now let's go get Abe's heirloom. Looks like they're having a fight with a passing caravan. Just gonna see how this plays out.
Yeah, that roof looks like a dangerous place. Guys ever think about branching out into insurance fraud? Because there's a claim for you. Yeah, these guys are all pretty tough for embezzlers.
You hear that?
on now, rookie.
We being followed.
Is that... Oh yeah, I'm in that. Alright, I'm out. Should be safe to go back in.
Hey, was you the guy that threw that Molotov? Because that's not how a pump and dump scheme works.
Aw, look. The Raiders have themselves a little arts and crafts project.
Yeah, I was kind of going for a white-collar crime theme with the one-liners there, Kate, but guess that's close enough.
Then, I don't even know what half this stuff does.
Hello?
What the hell happened here?
You fell off the catwalk there, sweetheart.
Help!
If he tries to leave, kill him. You must be pretty strong to make it here.
Oh, were those your guys? I thought they were just trying to throw me a barbecue.
Huh? Like your style, stranger. Been a while since anyone had the guts to talk to me like that. See, Jake? Here's someone who might actually be worth my time. Unlike you.
They're gonna kill me.
But I brought everything you asked for.
Stealing things from your family farm doesn't prove your strength, boy. Though this wonderful sword you brought does put me in the mood to give you one last chance to prove your worth. What do you say? Kill that prisoner and prove that you aren't completely useless.
You said we'd be raiding outside the Commonwealth. These people aren't even a threat to us.
Prove to me that you can kill. It's him or you.
Oh God, what do I do? What do I do?
Can we move this along? I got places to be.
Please let me go.
What's
I
it
just
gonna
wanted
be,
to provide
Jake?
for my family. I don't know if I can do this.
Last chance, Jake. If you don't kill the prisoner
Oh,
before I
lovely.
count to 3,
You got a can opener.
well, it's over. 1.
Help!
Well, didn't mean to interrupt your little ceremony here. I'll come back when you're not busy.
I've got you bastard!
Well, if they ain't gonna come after me, I guess I'll go after them.
Oh, hell no!
Here we go.
Is it just me? Or is this too easy?
That's just you, sweetheart. No such thing as too easy. There's the sword.
Oh, lovely. You got a can opener.
And I'm over encumbered. I can't believe Jake survived that. He usually gets killed even if I'm trying to keep him alive.
Wait, I'm sorry. I messed up. I panicked.
Well, fortunately, I got a place on my crew for guys that know how to survive, even if they ain't too bright.
Yeah, I messed up pretty bad. I'm sorry. Look, I should probably try to go home and make amends. I know I've got no right to ask, but I bet if you're there to explain, things with my dad would go easier. I bet if you bring my great-granddad's sword, he'll make it worth your while. He always tries to deal fair with people. I'll wait for you by the overpass near the farm.
Yeah, I'll see you there, but got a little loot situation to take care of first. Hey, Kate.
What the? Boy, I told you that if you ever
Abraham,
showed
what's
your
going
face
on?
here again, I'd...
Is that my boy come home?
What? Jake's back? Oh, thank God.
Papa, please. I know I screwed up pretty big. I thought if I joined up, I could keep them from raiding our farm. I didn't. I don't want to hurt anybody.
I don't care what you thought. I told you.
Abraham Francis Finch, that's enough.
Mama,
Shut up, Jake. If I hear anything out of either of you, you'll both be peeling potatoes for the next year. I've watched you two go at it for years and tried to let you sort it out for yourselves. Abraham, your son is a grown man. And if you expect him to act like one, then you'd better stop treating him like a child. Jake, your father and I have been out there, and we know it can be dangerous. We just want to make sure you're prepared. There, it's over. And if I hear another word about it from either of you, so help me.
She's right, I've been a fool. There's no way I can thank you enough. Here's something for your help. I think you should hang on to that sword. It'd put a smile on Granddad's face to know it was being used to help people.
If we had a good supply of clean water, things would be pretty good.
I've got a lot to atone for. I'll find a way to make things right.
And because the sword is a quest item, it has 0 weight until you turn it in, but the reward version is just a regular weapon, so I'm over encumbered again. Oh, but I'm going to set up a supply line so I can just put all the crafting junk in the workbench. Nice.
Wanted to be part of a crew. There you go.
I'm ashamed of myself. There's no other way to say it.
Well, you can make up for it by making sure my cut gets the wise guy on a regular basis.
This should be the last trip, and up here on the platform where we first saw Slag are the real goodies. There's a trunk with some leveled loot, an ammo box, 10mm, nice. A picket fences magazine, more decorations you can build for your settlements. And, on the control panel, the explosives bobblehead. Completely useless to me with this rule set since you can't use grenades or mines in vats, but any other circumstances, very valuable.
Now that's a nice view. And that ain't bad neither.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days. Biggest town I ever saw.
Okay, I guess the guy gives the quest?
Yeah?
Or maybe not. Surely it's not the kid.
When I grow up, I'm gonna have my own farm and make other people do all the work.
Can't argue with that. I like to see a kid with goals.
Maybe I can just use it. You aren't allied to this settlement.
Almost out of pistol rounds. We need to get more of those. And the sooner the better.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten. Raiders thought we were easy pickings. We showed them different.
Huh. I've never seen that happen before. I guess random raids spawned here and they won, so they don't need anything? I'll check back with them in a few days, but other than that, there are only a handful of settlements north of Diamond City that Nate doesn't control yet. Covenant and Grey Garden both require significantly more effort than the typical settlement loyalty mission. They'll probably take most of an episode just by themselves, and Bunker Hill doesn't unlock until later in the main quest line. But since he's in the neighborhood, Nate wants to check out the airport.
Might want to build a beach house here. Got a great view of the skyline and the bay and plenty of equipment to salvage for parts and materials.
Okay, I can't lie. Nate's criminal empire aside, I want to see what happens if you have a settlement at the airport before the Brotherhood shows up. No, you cannot use this workshop yet. Well, that's disappointing. I guess it only unlocks after they get here. That being the case, I'm going to call it a day, and we can get on with the main quest next week. See you then.